She'll probably do less in Good Day. So I don't know what their plans are for like Celebrity Edition. Now, but I wouldn't be shocked if they kind of stuck to the same format. So we shall see.
That way. I mean,
Four, three,
all right, it's 7:30 on this Monday night. That means it's time to find out if you like it or not. I'm producer Chris, and it's cold outside still. Woo. All right, we're working on some audio fun as well because it's a Monday night. Anyway, tonight we're talking about the NFL and new dads. Also, the Super Bowl countdown, in case you forgot that was happening. We're talking about the Grammys red carpet, a little bit of fashion and a little bit of fun, Gen Z's attention span, and Will Arnett's tattoo hot take, all right? And this one hits a little close to home. So, if you have any thoughts on any of those topics or any of the other ones that we talk about tonight, I want you to join us live and I want you to sound off. So let's talk about the ways that you can do it. You see the graphic right there? We're streaming, so there are a lot of different ways. If you're watching on YouTube, leave some comments in the chat. We'll check them in a little bit. If you're watching on the Fox Local app on your connected TV, you can make it a two-screen experience. Just scan the QR code or punch in that meeting ID, 892-0982. 4674 if you're watching on our website, fox5dc.com, or the Fox Local app on your phone. You can't scan the QR code, but you want to join the Zoom room. I've got a link pinned to my social media profiles, Fox 5 Producer Chris on Instagram. That's where you can find it. You can also find it in Fox 5 DC's broadcast channel, the Do You Like It or Not broadcast channel. Just click on it. It'll bring you straight in, and we'll check in with you in just a little bit. We'll check in with all our virtual co-hosts coming up in just a minute. First, though, we have to say hello to our in-studio one. Please welcome back award-winning journalist, the Media Prince. Media Prince, happy Monday.
Hello, happy Monday.
All right, you've got the full leather look going on today.
Well, it's been keeping me warm because we are in Elsa's queendom right now.
Yeah, it is frozen out there.
Oh
so
my God.
Frozen, in fact, this isn't one of our topics tonight, but schools across the region, Montgomery County, Prince George's County, have been closed for a week straight at this point. So if you're a parent out there and you are losing your mind, scan that QR code and let us know what you think about the decision to keep schools closed. Prince George's County, I think, already closed for tomorrow as well.
They are officially closed. I just remember it snowing back in my day, and we still had to chut up that hill and get our bus to school.
5 miles each way in the snow uphill.
Today the kids get to relax and stress us out. So to the liquor store we go.
I can't imagine what it's been like for some of those parents trapped at home. I know my neighbors have been dealing with it as well. So shout out to all of them. And like you said, the liquor helps.
Hello, tremendously. It keeps you from strangling your kid.
Yeah. All right. All right. You ready to dive in?
Let's do this.
Well, first of all, what's going on with you? Talk to us a little bit.
So much. I am getting ready to gear up for the mid-season premiere of Conversation with the Media Prince, finishing out this last season. Of course, I'm back on the radio every weekend, just celebrating my 1-year anniversary on Lit 106.
Congratulations.
We are getting things done with DMV 35 and a 35 photo shoot. I have a new secret project that I may be up to that only you guys are hearing right now. And aside from that, I'm just staying consistent so I can be great like this guy, producer Chris right here.
Please, above and beyond. Thank you so much for the kind words and congratulations as always.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's do it. Let's dive right in. And we're starting off tonight with the countdown to Super Bowl 60 officially underway. Tonight is opening night out in Santa Clara. Now, if you don't know, that's used to be called Media Night. That's where players and coaches from both teams face the media for the first time. We're talking the Patriots and the Seahawks, for those of you who care. Grammy's brand new Album of the Year winner, Bad Bunny, will sit down with Apple Music for his halftime show preview on Thursday. Media Prince, are you looking forward to this game, or are you looking more forward to the halftime show?
It's always going to be halftime for me. I still am getting my head wrapped around guys running up and down grass wrestling, but that's how that's how I describe football. I will enjoy I like the ambiance of the Super Bowl. It's a party, wings, pizza, drinks, and so I'm more excited for the halftime show. That's where I'm more locked in. And my team that I do kind of care about, it's not in the Super Bowl. So I'm just like, okay.
So you get to relax and enjoy it versus the people who have some sort of stake in it. Allison's in the Zoom room tonight. Allison, happy Monday. So, Allison, quick question for you. Are you more interested in the game, the commercials, the halftime show, or the food?
Nobody in my house watches football. Like, none of us, but we definitely are celebratory over the food. It's a special situation for us to have a whole lot of hors d'oeuvres, so we're excited.
What's on the menu then is my first follow-up question.
Okay, we're gonna have some Swedish meatballs. We're gonna
Okay.
do some wings. I'm going to make some sliders. Who knows? Some chicken on a stick. It just goes on and on.
All right, that sounds amazing.
Are we
Before-
invited?
That was my next question as well.
Come on over. Just BYOB. Come on over.
Okay.
All right, what's on your Super Bowl menu?
You know what's crazy is since I have a house now, so I have been thrown into the host.
The hosting duties, yeah.
So I am trying to think if I want to chef it up or do I want to buy and pretend.
I respect that as well.
But more than likely, I'm very generic. We have things planned, so I'm just going to do wings and pizza, keep it very simple. I may throw a fry or crab legs out there and there, but other than that, I'm keeping it very
pretty
basic
nice,
and
to be honest
simple.
with you. Before we head into the Zoom room, let's bring in another special guest, Brittany Alexandra, media personality, joining us now live as well.
I just came to say hi to my friend who I haven't seen in so long.
I know.
We love a little pop
And look
through.
at the.
What's up?
Hold on,
doing?
you gotta get into the outfit,
Happy
ladies
Black
and
History
gentlemen.
Month, everybody.
This is what Black
Beautiful
History looks
brown.
like. Hey.
Thank you. Good to see you guys.
It's good to see you.
Fresh off of Like It or Not.
You smell amazing,
First of all,
too.
can we
Everybody
talk
does
Grammys real
here.
quick?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Favorite Grammy moment?
Lauryn Hill.
Okay. What
Lauryn
about you?
Hill
Showing up on time. Okay, so I was just commenting the fact that I was watching the red carpet,
Yes.
and this man named Leon Thomas, if you guys are not familiar with, take a look at him.
Fire.
Right. If you pull up iNet real quick for me, that is a doppelganger. We saw him on the red carpet, and I was like, "Holy crap! Is that Media Prince on the red carpet right now?"
I love it.
And what did you say?
I just need his Grammy and his paycheck, and it never be me.
Yeah, shout out to him though.
Shout
How
out
did you
to
guys?
him.
We're going to get into this in just a second, but how did you feel about Justin Bieber's stripped down, we'll call it, set?
Oh, literally stripped down too.
Literally, I liked it. First of all, I love that song. I thought it was, from the
Yukon.
red carpet where he was definitely in the blazer full out with him and wifey to that. I'm here for it. He's definitely, it's sending a message, right? He's definitely going back to the original him, and he's definitely much more humble than ever before. I think he's trying to show a message of it doesn't matter what you wear, it doesn't matter what you look like. It's all about the art and music.
I'm
If you
gonna-
think about it, Grammy performances are usually based on where can you take it art-wise.
True.
And I think he took it in a more vulnerable, stripped down, but the vocals were on, so that's all that matters.
All right, we're going to combine these two stories now because obviously Bad Bunny winning Album of the Year, also the Super Bowl halftime show. So we were just asking people, what are they most excited for when it comes to the Super Bowl? The actual game, the halftime show, the food, or the commercials?
The food.
The food.
The food for
All right.
sure. Halftime
We're 3 for
food.
3
Yeah.
so far.
Buffalo chicken dip. I cannot wait for some buffalo chicken dip.
Well, she's also
my
the
menu
queen of
as
the
well.
party too, so we're going to be getting
This is true.
lit
We ain't
thanks to
gonna
her.
say too much, but yes, there will be a party on Sunday for sure.
Lit 106. Melissa's in the Zoom room tonight, and Melissa's getting after it.
How y'all doing? Site LA Fitness and
Oh, I
Laurel.
love it.
So what are you most excited about when it comes to the Super Bowl?
The association, because I always incorporate some type of health and wellness. When it comes to the Super Bowl, because a lot of times men, they just want to watch the Super Bowl. Women, they either on their phones or they're cooking or they're talking. So what I do is I throw a Super Bowl party and I incorporate health and wellness, and I bring food and alcohol and whatever else that women want to do during the Super Bowl, but I also am in it for the performance, so
Yeah.
I can't wait to see everybody perform.
All right.
Well, now that I see her on camera, and I know I have to have a little bit more healthier options now, or you're gonna beat me up. So I'm gonna make sure
look at that. Yeah, girl,
I'm gonna have some
me.
veggies. We're gonna have a veggie platter, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to add that.
Can't forget the greens.
None of
Can't
that.
forget the grain.
None of that for me. Wings and garbage only. I'm working on my
It's dad bod.
father figure.
Father figure.
All right, speaking of which, this is the story that I actually wanted to talk to because the NFL was making headlines for another reason today, too. Not sure if you saw this one. It all has to do with the former Vikings general manager and paternity leave, an issue which, I obviously just returned from. According to reports, he took 2 weeks off back in 2023 after the birth of his child, and as a result, he missed part of some training camp meetings and practices. So he missed a couple meetings and practices during training camp, but apparently he continued to work remotely during his paternity leave. However, his decision to take time off sent, quote, shockwaves through the league and left some NFL coaches and executives in disbelief. The Vikings apparently supported his decision and say it had nothing to do with his firing on Friday, but analysts say many people in the league still pride themselves on missing the births of their children, putting work first, and paternity leave in the league is still uncommon. So Media Prince, taking time off for the birth of your child during the season.
I'm taking it. Because you see, as soon as they fire me, they already have the next one in line to replace me. So I am going to take that moment to bond with my child. I am owed that. This season, this is not what's going to be my legacy. This kid is now. And so I am going to be here to take my time off. Because when like I said, once you let me go, you already got the next person in line. So look, me fighting to do work was for what? Now I have regrets.
Exactly.
Right, like God forbid I want to be there for something that is once in a lifetime moment, number one. Number two, it's your blood, it's something that you've created. I just think that it's, I don't think we should be priding ourselves on missing our children's birth. I get it. I get the responsibility and the roles that these athletes play, but at the end of the day, it's a sacrifice, and it's not something they're necessarily happy about. So. Yeah, and I was thinking that too, like, okay, it's one thing if he took paternity leave and just completely was SOL, but he was working from home. So what else was the man supposed to do?
Correct.
Working remotely.
Yeah.
Because I would have left my laptop.
Yeah. Sandra's in the Zoom room. Sandra, what about the aspect of being there to support your spouse who just gave birth?
Well, me as a mom, I think that is 100% true. You support your spouse, especially on a moment like that. It's a bonding moment for each parent, and it's something that you should do. I mean, firing him, I think that's a bliss, but I support it. You should be able to support your spouse.
Yeah, 100%. Allison's in the Zoom room. Allison, do you agree with the idea of being able to take paternity leave no matter what your role is, no matter who you work for, and no matter how important, quote unquote, your job may be?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I think people that don't understand that either they don't have children or else they're like 85 years old and maybe it wasn't the thing to support your spouse and your baby back then. But it's definitely important, and that just tells how your child's future is going to be, if you're going to be a part of your baby's future or not.
Yeah, I agree with that 100% as well. Melissa, the idea of taking pride in missing the birth of your child, do you think, let's say you are an on-the-field person, not just a front office executive, the idea of missing a game for the birth of your child, do you like that or not?
Hell yeah. Like that can come again. The birth of a child. Okay, I've given birth to children and I've lost. And when I tell you, anything can happen in the first couple of minutes of a child's life. I don't wish that on any, but it can happen. The fact that you want to miss something because of the birth of your child, absolutely, I'm all for it. Don't worry, something good is gonna end up happening out of all this negativity. You'll see.
Yeah. Frankie's in the Zoom room. Frankie, welcome. Where are you watching from?
Woodbridge.
Woodbridge. All right. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. The idea of taking paternity leave while you're working in the NFL, do you like this or not?
I took paternity leave for all three of my kids, and I don't work in the NFL.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All three sons. And brought all my kids home from the hospital, took 2 weeks with each of the kids, just like the mom. And you're owed that. You know what I'm saying? Those first moments are very important, and you don't get that time back.
No.
And he's a great dad. So this is an example, people putting fatherhood first. Mm-hmm. And I think in the NFL, they need to also teach that with what they're doing for their players. Because the moment you're trying to showcase sacrifice, you're automatically putting the kid down the wrong lane.
Yeah, there you go. Wise words from the Media Prince and Frankie. Thank you guys so much for weighing in on that. All right, let's get back to the Grammys now. I promised we would talk a little bit about it. Music's biggest stars gathering in LA for music's biggest night, and of course, fashion front and center. That's what we're going to talk about a little bit now. Rapper Doechii wore a Roberto Cavalli dress. Singer Miley Cyrus wore Celine featuring tuxedo pants, used leather jacket, much like my guy here. Shabuzi wearing his tuxedo and denim combo by Ralph Lauren, and that right there, Tiana Taylor rocking the red carpet. probably better than anybody for a lot of people. The big talker was Chappell Roan. We're not actually going to show the picture. We're streaming so we could. We're streaming so we could. But in case you missed it, basically she had no top on, pierced nips, and that was hooked to the top of her dress, which then hung down from those rings. Apparently they were prosthetics. Not sure whether the piercings were real or not. But the Grammy fashion overall, did you like it or not?
I did not.
You did not?
I remember the days when people took the Grammys as like a second Met Gala. And you saw things that weren't so over the top expressive. Now, I feel like there are certain award shows where outfits like Chappell Roan is necessary.
The VMAs, for example. That would have been a perfect.
He just said it, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly what's in my head. That's your awards to show your shock value. Coming to the Grammys, you have made it in your prestige of music. This is your time to show out in an amazing gown or suit, like you're going to the second Met Gala. It's not coming here to look like you are trying out for America's Next Top Porn Star. But you know, who am I? The stylist probably got a hefty paycheck to create this look.
Oh, for sure.
You know, but I know fashion myself, but there's a way to like do it. Lady Gaga, amazing. She gets it right every time. She did amazing. Pharrell, the clips.
Oh, hell yes.
Amazing.
They were hands down my favorite when it came to the man
Things
best
like
dressed.
that. Wale, people that understood this is not the night to shock. This is the night to be a part and for you to see me as such. Not for me to hit that risque value. But you know, we're in a new era, so we just gotta get that shock value
The
out
naked dress is huge on the red carpet. Allison, did you watch first and foremost, and did you like the fashion overall or nah?
I did. I like the fashion overall. You know, there were a few that looked a little, you know, something that we might not normally wear. But again, it looks like every artist wanted to encompass their originality. So that's probably what we're seeing is them, how they feel and who they are. So I think it was fine overall, especially Tiana Taylor. Like when I looked at her, she made me want to stop eating for 2 weeks and just do 1,000 sit-ups a day. She is so beautiful and so sexy, and her outfit was everything.
Yeah, I don't think
definitely gets
no one's going to disagree with you there. And she's still dating Aaron Pierre?
No, she is outside.
Oh, okay, there you go. There you go. So you know. Start working on those abs.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go from music to movies about music. You may have seen this today. The first full trailer for Michael dropped this morning. Take a look.
Let me tell you something. In this life, you're either a winner or you're a loser. Y'all want to work in a steel mill like me for the rest of your days?
No, sir.
Yeah, because I sure as hell don't. Y'all willing to fight for it?
Yes, sir.
I need to hear you a little louder. Y'all willing to fight for it?
Yes, sir.
Ready whenever you are, Michael.
Do you know what I'm after? You want to be the biggest star in the world?
We need to capitalize on Michael's success. Because the Jackson family is the brand. That's our Coca-Cola. And we need to start selling. So I'm planning an international tour. This is just the beginning.
I need to think.
I told you what to think.
Woo! Coleman Domingo is Joe Jackson and Michael Jackson's nephew Jafar playing the King of Pop himself. You can check that one out in theaters in April. Media Prince, are you excited for this or are you over the music biopic?
I am excited about this. First off, Jafar looks exactly like his uncle.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Everything is going to be encompassed more authentic because he is a bona fide Jackson. Mr. Domingo.
Yeah, spot on.
He looks just like Joe Jackson.
Spot on.
Nia Long looks just like Mama Jackson. This is something exciting, and I think we've seen so many other parodies of his life, and the characters just didn't give what they were supposed to. This is what you call your O2 to Michael Jackson, and I think they got it right. I am very excited to see this and really get that backstory of him in the early stages, not only dealing with his success, but also grappling at how his success surpassed what the father had for in the household and how he's going to have to,
Including all those
include all those
siblings.
things. So I'm really excited. This is a job well done.
Got a brief glimpse of the monkey, the chimpanzee that Michael
yes.
Jackson adopted. Bubbles, I believe, was his name. Frankie's in the Zoom room. Frankie, are you a fan of Michael Jackson? And are you excited to see this movie, or are we over the music biopic?
Man, that's my GOAT, man. That is the GOAT. That is the icon of all icons, and I can't wait.
Can't wait. All right, Sandra's in the Zoom room. Sandra, are you a Michael Jackson fan, and do you like the idea of making his life story into a movie?
Yes, I am so tired of these Lifetime movies making Michael Jackson movies that don't even match a thing. But yes, I am excited to see it. My children are excited to see it. We are definitely Michael Jackson fans in this house. I raised my kids listening to Michael Jackson, so I'm ready for this one. I'm ready.
All right, Allison in the Zoom room. Allison, are you excited for the Michael Jackson movie?
I am so excited. I was excited just watching that. Everything that the media print said, that is the same thing. I felt like I was feeling like I was looking at the Jackson family. And I literally had every album, like it was nostalgic when I saw that Off the Wall album cover. I had that on my wall with all the rest. And I don't know if you all are old enough to know what a 45 is. It's a small little record. You had to put the disc in the middle. I had all of the 45s. Any album he made, I had. I'm going to celebrate that whole week when that movie comes out. I can't wait.
I cannot wait to see what people wear.
You know what I'm scared
to
of,
the
though,
theater.
with it? What I'm scared about is we're in a new woke era. So the conversations that are about to come from this, because you're really now
Everyone's
coming
going
into
to have an
the
opinion
household
about it
of
when
Joe
it comes
Jackson
down.
and seeing what it is. So that's going to start another conversation. So
yeah, but on top of the fact that it's Michael Jackson's life story and people feel so strongly about him, Antoine Fuqua as the director, I mean, the guy doesn't miss. So I am psyched about that as well. Listen, keep the comments coming on all the stories we've talked about so far. Coming up next, we're going to talk about Will Arnett's tattoo hot take, and it cuts me deep, folks. It cuts me deep. We'll be right back. All right. Welcome back to Do You Like It or Not on this Monday evening alongside the media prints. Listen, as we went to break, we talked about Will Arnett, the comedian best known for things like the Smartless podcast, Arrested Development, the Lego Batman movie, and more. However, recently he sat down with a podcast to talk about all kinds of things, but he shared a hot take about people with body art, tattoos. Take a listen.
A very controversial position on tattoos.
Go on.
First, let me ask you this before I get into dive in. How many tattoos do you have?
I would say 20-ish.
See, you might. So my this generalization that I've come up with.
By the way, I'm unoffendable, so you can.
Is sweeping, and it certainly doesn't apply to you. And I'm saying this beforehand, no, because of this time that we've spent together, and it 100% doesn't apply to you. So there are a lot of exceptions to this rule. But I would say, on the balance.
Sex offenders.
Yeah, how did you know?
I could just tell by the way you're building up to it.
Yeah, no, it is sometimes with some people, there's a proportionate sort of relationship between how many tattoos you have and how little personality you have.
Yeah.
And I find a lot of people who have a ton of tattoos often are super boring.
Yeah.
Like truly boring people.
Yeah, it's manufactured edge. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Right?
Of course, it's manufactured edge. So that's right. That's a great way of putting it.
All right, Media Prince, you heard Will Arnett right there. A direct proportionality between the number of tattoos and lack of personality. Do you agree with that take or not?
No, shut up. Like
you take that, Will Arnett.
It's just another one of those instances where somebody is getting on a podcast to talk blah, to create a clickbait moment because Have you not watched Black Ink Crew? Have you not seen Tattoos of America? I have in college students. I have a tattoo. It's like I've met so many people with tattoos who are the life of the party, and there isn't an ounce of boredom in them. So I'm wondering, who are these tatted up folks of which
I know who's he hanging out
thesis
with?
On? Because the tattoo people are usually where the party resides.
That's right. Melissa's in the Zoom room. Melissa, do you agree?
Let them know.
Showing off the. I didn't.
That's the one that I can show you. That's the one that I can show you. But I'm gonna tell you like this: I'm far from being a boring person. I'm the life of the party wherever I go. I'm not a sex offender. I ain't got nothing to do with that life, but. I think he just needed some attention for the internet to attack him back so he can get attention. But everything he done said about people with tattoos, I have 5 tattoos. I would love to get more. However, whatever he's saying is just to get clout and get bullied online so that he can get attention.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Frankie's in the Zoom room. Frankie, have you met any heavily tattooed people who have zero personality?
Absolutely not. Everybody that I know that's tatted up from head to toe is, to Melissa's point, those folks are normally to be his knees and keep the party going. And yeah, I think bruh just wanted to, bruh had too much time on his hands.
Here's what, okay, so I'm not going to defend him. For anyone out there who doesn't know, I have a lot of tattoos. I have a lot of them.
He's far from boring.
Well, I mean, arguable. There are probably people out there who would argue that I am lack of personality. Look, I'm the straight man on this show, okay? This show is about you, not me. Anyway, what I will say is tattoos got very accessible. And I think there are a lot of younger people who got, a lot of tattoos, and I don't think necessarily they. I mean, I'm not going to defend his comments, and listen, everyone can do their own thing, but I do think there are a lot of people out there who have these fine line ephemeral tattoos, and they don't really, there's not really a lot going on upstairs, to be honest.
So maybe he's watching the boring Gen Zers.
Yeah, all right, because that's what I like to do. I like to point the finger at Gen Z as an elderly millennial and say, back in my day, and if you have strong feelings about that, come at me, bro. All right, last but not least, half of Americans say they're more digitally disconnected than ever, and they like it that way. A Talker research study finds more people are stepping away from their screens for their mental health, with Gen Z and millennials leading the charge. 54% of Gen Zers say they have designated screen-free time built into their day. They also say too much screen time makes them feel anxious, overwhelmed, and even lonely. So, Media Prince, digitally disconnecting for your mental health. Do you like it or not?
If you need to, I like it. But for me, this is what my business.
Yeah.
And honestly, as a millennial, which I hope they really take that from us, I take social media as just social media. When I turn off my phone, so the social media gets turned off. I don't take it as real life.
Yeah.
It doesn't equate to what I'm doing. It's my virtual resume. And if I want to get entertained while I'm here or there, I could check in, get the latest news, fashion inspos, cooking recipes, workouts.
Yeah, it's a tool. Exactly.
But I think we're also in a space where we're seeing a lot of these people take social media so heavy to the heart. They're comparing their lifestyles. They're trying to get rich quick schemes. They're trying to figure out how they can get their body done. It's just so many things.
They're setting themselves up for disappointment. Thank you to everyone who joined us in the Zoom room tonight. Thank you to the new faces. Can't wait to see more of you throughout the week. Same time, same place, every night, 7:30, right here on Fox Local. Media Prince, shout them out where they can follow you.
You can follow me everywhere at The Media Prince, and that's PRINCE.
All right, for producer Jim, I'm producer Chris. We'll be back at 9 o'clock. Fox 5 News at 8 coming up next. Have a great night.
Good night, everybody.